Cube Meter community, welcome back to the channel. Today is a very monumental day because 2 new cubes have arrived in the mail. I'm gonna quickly just take this off frame because my address is here. So I'm gonna quickly cut it open with some scissors. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this for super long. I'm hoping I don't accidentally destroy a puzzle. This could be it. Oh wait, I see the first puzzle. But I see the first puzzle. There it is. The first one is the Moyu Rs Pyraminx, and here's the golden child, the X-Men Tornado V3, and the store kindly gave me some. Whoa! Wait, hold on. I think the store gave me some silicone lube, but okay, we're gonna ignore that for now. So we're gonna move on to the Pyraminx later, but first the X-Men Tornado. So I did get standard because I didn't have enough money for the other versions. God, this is kind of covered in lube, so I'm gonna throw away the box now. So we'll get onto the Moyu Rs Pyraminx, but this is so dangerous. So kids, if you're doing unboxings, remember be careful with your scissors, kiddos. Okay, I'm just using my fingernails here. This is taking so long. Oh, we got it. I got it. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this for so long. I ordered it like, I think 2 weeks ago. And it's been so long, okay. Come on. Come on. Come on, I've heard so many good things about this cube. Come on, the box, come on. Oh my god. Okay, first, before I move on to the cube, let's go on to the accessories. So, we have the bag. It's basically like a matte finish. Oh, I like that. Okay. Gonna put that aside. Next, we have the settings tool for the magnets. And then we just have a business card and some pen flips, which I'm probably never gonna use. Let's put that all to the side. Oh yeah, don't forget the microfiber cloth. Now, let's move on to the cube. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, that was so satisfying. Okay, this thing is covered in lube, first of all. Oh, I see the magnets. Oh my god. Okay, first turns. Oh my god, people are right about this cube. It's so quiet. Hold on, I need to work on my accuracy turning. People are so good at this. Hold on, wait, my camera's not focusing. Corner cutting? Okay, that is some pretty nice corner cutting. That is some nice corner cutting. Okay, checkerboard pattern. Oh my god. The shades are so nice. And this thing's not overly lube as I expected it to be. That's interesting. The magnet seems to be on the weaker side. But overall, I quite like this. It's fluid, it's smooth, I like it. Okay, so I'm gonna go sanitize this later because that's what we always do. So yeah. Yeah, a bunch of other stuff. I'm gonna keep the box, obviously, so I'm gonna put the microphone cloth in. The rest of the box is gone. The cube bag, though, it is amazing. Alright, let's keep it to the side, and we're gonna throw away the other stuff that I don't need. I'll put the lube there. Alright, so we're just gonna put this over here, next to the box. We're gonna put the lube onto the side somewhere. And there we go. Okay, so we have the. Move on. Now let's move on to the RS Pyraminx. A bit easier to open, not requiring a scissor much. Oh my god. Okay, so I think. Oh, ho, ho. Here it is. Here's the Pyraminx. We're gonna get onto that, but first we have this random stuff, some random plastic, and the accessories box, which, if I'm right, should, yep, have the same stuff as the Moyu Rs 3M. Okay, just the same stuff, all generic. I'll put this in my box later. Next, we have another adjustment tool. So, let's get on to the Pyraminx. I have never opened the Pyraminx. How do you open this? My first Pyraminx didn't really come in this box type. Oh. Tips are really nice. Don't. Oh, I nearly dropped it. Yeah, the magnets are really nice. I really love the magnetic field. The tips are really nice as well. Yeah, overall I really love these cubes. I'm definitely gonna sanitize them later, so that, yeah. And later I might do some solves, and I'll film that maybe later. So yeah, I'm gonna do some off-cam solves, and later I'll give my final thoughts on them, and then I'll give an update a week later and see how they perform. So see you in a week. See you in a bit, and see you in a week. Hey everyone, Kumino here, and now we're on to the review. So, as you can see behind this commentary, it's me solving with the Tornado V3. So, this is a few hours later after getting the cubes on the same day. I believe it was nighttime that I filmed this, and that's why you can't see the times. And actually, this was before I got some new batteries, so the times, you won't be able to see the times for both the RS Pyraminx solves and the Tornado V3 solves, as you can see. But enough with me rambling, let's actually get on to the actual cube. I don't know, so far in the first day I really liked it. I had to get used to it because like I was so used to turning with the RS3M that I'm still not used to a cube like this. So it definitely took me a while to get used to it, like maybe a few solves here and there. But it really did take a long time for me to be able to like get used to it, just like what I'm soon gonna be talking about in the final conclusion later on in the video. But honestly, I think overall I really love the cube. It's definitely a new main for me, and I definitely did not make the wrong purchase for it. But what I can advise people is that if you're a beginner, I would highly suggest maybe don't go for this cube and maybe go for something a little bit cheaper, because this is like 30 US dollars if I remember correctly, 30 USD. I'll leave a link down below to two American-based stores. Two American-based stores that ship overseas for you to check for yourselves. But I do believe that it is around the range of 30 bucks to 32 bucks, which is like it's a mid-range cube, is what I'll say. It's like a mid-range cube between that one. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it for what I'm gonna say for the Tornado V3. But I do have other things to say about it, and that is it is, like I said in the unboxing, really quiet, and it carried on to this video. Obviously the audio clip is muted for certain reasons that I'm not gonna go into, but for this commentary to actually work, I had to mute the clips because they were very noisy, so you won't be able to hear anything aside from my voice and the music. But that's really it for the audio clips. But yeah, I should stop and get back to what I'm talking about. But like, so I already gave the price points, and I think I should move on to another thing about it, and that is its stability. The Tornado V3 is very stable and not that uncontrollable. It was uncontrollable for me because I was not used to such a fluid cube and such a soft feeling cube and that fast of a cube. It's like, the reason was because like I've been using a very slow cube like the RS3M, which out of the box it was very fast, but without proper setup over time this is gonna slow down and become rougher in your turns. And I had an issue with core stripping on the RS3M after, I guess, technically cleaning it and re-screwing the center caps over and over again. So I guess that kind of caused the core stripping, and I did not know how to avoid that one. So yeah, if you're gonna go for this cube, I would highly suggest that you should get the standard version if you have the money. But I mean, if you're already buying $30 for a cube like this, you might as well also go for the flagship. So I would say that the price point for the flagship and standard version are pretty substantial for you to choose between the two. So it's really up to you if you want to choose either the flagship, which has a ball core, or a magnetic core, not a ball core, sorry, magnetic core within the middle, which adds extra stability to the cube. But the standard version can also be very stable depending on your settings. I have put mine to spring compression 3 and tension 5, and my magnet strength is at the strongest point. So if you want, that's my settings. If you want to test them out, go ahead. For me, they're very stable and gives the cube this sort of fast yet stable feeling, in my opinion, and it really complements well with the fast speed. But anyways, that's really all from me for the Tornado V3. So enjoy this one last solve I did with the Tornado V3, and let's move on to the Pyraminx. Right, so now we're on to Pyraminx. The Moyu Rs Pyraminx, what else can I say? It is quite the amazing cube for the economy price. Or should I say, it's quite a good tetrahedron for the economy price. Technically, I don't count it as economy because economy means that it's cheap. In the USA, it's cheap, but here in the Philippines, it's like $300. So yeah, I mean, the Tornado V3, it's in and of itself was like $900 for in the Philippines. So though yeah, but I mean, if you want to get the standard in the Philippines, that's gonna cost you $1,000. Yeah, I'm not serious on that one, but like the standard version, I think maybe you can get to $900 to $800. But if you want the flagship, I guess go ahead, try it yourself. I mean, I haven't tested it yet, but like I haven't tried it yet. But anyways, enough of me rambling. Let's actually get back to the review. So what can I say about the Pyraminx? Definitely has its flaws and definitely has its traits. Number one, it is the fastest Pyraminx I have ever used. I'm joking. It's because it's the only Pyraminx I've ever used that is actually properly magnetized. My first ever Pyraminx is like this knockoff cheap brand that I never actually got the name of the brand from, but it was in like this plastic casing, and then only on the top of the plastic packaging, all it said was Magic Cube, and it was this puzzle. I just want to say real quick, this puzzle is really old. The old Pyraminx I had was all the way back in like 2018 when I tried cubing for the first time, and I only got as far as the Pyraminx. The Pyraminx was the only cube I learned, and I forgot about the rest. I left the 3x3, the 2x2, the 4x4, and the cube out. Because back then, when I first started cubing, I was thinking, hey, maybe I should collect all the cubes out first and learn them all at once, which was a bad idea in my case. But yeah, that's a little bit of story on my old Pyraminx. But let's get back to the current Pyraminx. The RS Pyraminx, it's really good for its price, and I honestly don't think you made a bad purchase with it, because you'll enjoy this Pyraminx a lot, and you'll be breaking records with it, especially like breaking PRs. World records, I'm not sure, unless you're like a world class keeper. What I will say though is that you should be careful of the tips, because if you watch the Cubicles video on the best cubes of 2022, they posted I think over a month ago. Stephen Wittringham told him that a review of the RS Pyraminx is that the tips would come off during like maybe when the tips easily come off, like the moment that the table, like you slam your Pyraminx down on the table. And that is true. But it will, okay, I'll just say this now, it will only happen if the Pyraminx tips are unaligned. And I'm saying this by a large margin. Like, the magnets will help them be put into place, which is good. But if they're off by a slight degree, I would say maybe around the range of 25 to, actually no, 20 to 30 to 45 degrees off on the tips, they will pop out, and you will have and you'll have a DNF. So yeah, if you find a setting you like, and this is what Stephen Wittringham said in his review, if you found a setting you like, make sure to glue the tips, but be careful on gluing them, because you might accidentally glue the actual tips, and we don't want that. But yeah, really, that's really it for the cons. But if you really wanna know about it, it's that this Pyraminx in the Philippines is 300 pesos. I will link down below the price of it in USD if you want to check that out and buy for yourself. I'll link down in the description down below 2 stores that can lead you to it: the Speedcube shop, PyCube, and the Cubicle. 3 shops actually. PyCube on the Shopee branch, an Asian online store where I mostly buy my cubes from, because other cube stores are expensive as hell. But yeah, if you want to have a good beginner Pyraminx, I highly recommend the RS Pyraminx. But anyways, I think this is where I'll stop with the review, and we'll move on to the final conclusion. Right, so we are here now at the final conclusion. In conclusion, both of these cubes are incredibly amazing. The Pyraminx really helped me defeat an old PB of mine. My old PB was a 4 second solve, and I got like 0.0 nanoseconds off that. I believe my old record was 4.67, and then I got a 4.57, so that's a PB. And same for the 3x3. My old record was 11.60, and I brought that down to 11.57, which honestly I would have thought that it would have been a better average. Would have been a better single time if I didn't pause at the very end. I think that would have been like a 10-second solve, or maybe an 11.10, which would have made it a lot more harder for me to defeat my old PB. My current PB. But yeah, that. Next is a good question. Would I recommend these 2 cubes to a beginner? For one of them, I would say no, but for the other, I'll say yes. Because the thing about it is, the Tornado V3, while a good cube, I honestly don't think it should be in the hands of a beginner. Just saying. Neither would a GAN cube be in the hands of a beginner, because yes, while they are the best cubes out there in the market, that doesn't necessarily mean that they will translate to good results. Remember, the thing that makes cubers good is not only the hardware, but also their own skill. Now, I'm not saying that beginners won't be able to get used to the GAN or Tornado V3. Honestly, if a beginner was given these cubes and they were starting out, I honestly think they would have gotten used to these cubes and by default be a good cuber. What I'm trying to say is that
it depends really morely on the price. If you're a beginner that has a low budget, I would honestly recommend the RS3M, the RS Super 3M, I mean the RS Super, the RS3M Super, the 2022 model of the RS3M. And which version do I recommend? I would probably say either the standard or maglev. That's what I've been hearing. But honestly, I think for beginners it should probably just be the standard version, because I think maglev is a bit too fast for beginners. But honestly, I couldn't tell you if beginners could get used to the fast speed that maglev provides. But maybe if a beginner started off on a maglev cube, they could. Oh, and I also forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, or actually I mentioned this throughout the video. These two cubes come in 3 and 2 versions. The Moyu Rs comes in the normal variation and a maglev variation. I went for the standard version because I don't like maglev, because I feel like, okay, I'll say this now, I have never tried a maglev cube before, and I know the advantages of maglev. It's less friction on the core, it's much more faster, and honestly, that kind of speed is something that I look in a Pyraminx. But in my opinion, maglev for me is gonna be way too fast, even though I've never tried it. I can't, and I will correct myself on this statement, I can't say that I don't know the feeling of a cube until I've tried it. And to be honest, that's like what happened with Tornado V3. When I first tried it, I was honestly thinking it was not that good of a cube, because people just overhype the cube, and I was like, maybe this cube isn't that great, because when I first got the RS3M, it was hyped as the best cube in 2020, and now in 2022, it's still 2023. Sorry, I mixed up my years. 2023, it still holds up today, but in my opinion, the RS3M 2020 is far succeeded by its predecessor now, which is the Super RS3M, or the RS Super. So if you wanna know the versions, we first have on the RS Pyraminx, I already said, and then now we have the Tornado V3 with the flagship, which has a magnetic core, and then the Pioneer, which has maglev. Mine is the standard version, which has none of those fancy features. It just has adjustable magnets, an adjustable core, and really that's it. But that's it for the final conclusion. All in all, I love these cubes, and I'll definitely be using them in a lot more videos soon coming down the road. And hey, maybe they'll make an appearance in the Epic Screen Link. Who knows? But anyways, that's it for me. I'm Keeping It 34, signing off.